Once again, my friend, your ego has no end. Sitting on your throne, time to come down. Bitter sour stew, broken-hearted fool. You're pushing me to war. You're pushing me to war. This wall between us, lines between us. The war between us will never end.
Hey, I'm Nick from the Crude Brothers. Over the past few years, it's been really popular at state fairs where they deep fry a bunch of crazy foods like Coca-Cola, ice cream, Nutella, even cactus. But there's one thing that we've never seen anyone deep fry before, and that's Warheads. So we're gonna do a fun experiment today where we deep fry 100 of them. How do Warheads get their sourness? Well, it's actually from, as you can see on here, the powder on the Warheads, and that's from malic acid. And malic acid is actually the thing that irritates your tongue if you eat too many Warheads. So now we're gonna be using our typical 2.5 gallons of oil for deep frying, and we're gonna be using peanut oil. And while the oil's heating up, we're gonna be making our batter with all these ingredients. And when the oil's done heating up, we'll be ready to deep fry.
All right, so the oil is preheated, and we've got our batter created here. Gluten-free batter, of course, because when you're deep frying a superfood like the Warheads, you of course want to maintain its nutritional integrity. All right, let's just throw some in there. Obviously, we've never done this before, so we're just guessing. We're gonna batter some of these up, and we'll start maybe 10 at a time, and see how they fry, and then try to get all 100 of them fried. I suppose we'll start with that. All right, so the batter is not sticking that well, so we're gonna kind of makeshift here and put one on a spoon, cover it in batter, and then try and scrape it into the oil. So let's try that. There we go. Looks like a little mini donut. Is it floating or sinking? There we go. Oh, we might have our first one going. Okay, let's try another one. And I don't know how long each one's gonna cook. Let's make sure it's covered on all sides.
Okay.
Get that in there.
Oh, probably shouldn't.
Splash too much. First one's holding up. I'm not seeing any leaking. So if that one would rise, flip that first one over. The first one that's floating. There you go.
Oh, looks so cool. Look at how big they are.
Yeah, and they're cooking pretty quick. All right, let's do another one. Put the fork down, I guess, and let's just, all right, let's grab another one.
Okay.
Not too much batter.
All right, I think I got one.
That one's, yeah. There we go. Okay.
They're a lot bigger than I thought they would be.
Nudge that one that's on the bottom to kind of get it off the bottom with the fork.
Yeah.
See if we can nudge it to get it off so it's not sticking. There we go. Okay. All right, we're going to work on this and we'll be back. Well, we have our definitive answer as to why no one deep fries Warheads. Holy crud. This took us 3 hours to deep fry 100 Warheads. Warheads do not stick to batter, so we literally had to take each Warhead and paint it with the batter, pray for the best, sneak it into the oil, and cook it up. But we did it, and why 100? I don't know, it's just a fun random number, and we'll have extras now for the relatives and for trick-or-treaters coming up, so they're in for a surprise. What do you think? Think they're gonna taste good, or what are your thoughts?
Oh yeah, at least these 2 plates.
Yeah, it got grosser and grosser and grosser as we went along, as The other problem was the Warheads, the deep fried Warhead would leak, and it would start floating, and we had a lot of like burn on floating in the oil, and yeah, you can probably see as the Warheads got darker and darker and darker, and yeah, pretty gross. They kind of remind me of beignets that we had in New Orleans that you get. What was the name of
Cafe du Monde.
Cafe du Monde. Really good donuts covered in powdered sugar. Very, very good. So we're ready to try our first deep fried Warhead?
Yes.
All right. I guess be careful. We let them cool a little bit, but just in case I can imagine how hot the liquid must be inside of it.
They're not that sour, but they taste like flavored cakes a little bit. It's really good, actually.
The first one, there's still a hard candy in there. Some of it was melted. It isn't bad, is it?
No. I think it's better than the deep fried World's Largest Gummy Worm.
That was the last time we used the fryer. This was unbelievably more challenging to do these than the gummy worm was insane because it was so huge, but these were just...
These wouldn't stick.
And then we were
batter.
going to run out of batter. Here we go. Here's a big one. Oh. Okay. Here's one with the green apple still inside of it.
We were joking to each other like, oh, let's open up our own little restaurant called Crude Brothers Cafe and serve this as a dessert. This would actually be a pretty good dessert. I like it.
It would be if the people frying it knew how to fry. Oh, and so the intro song, another one of my goofy homemade intro songs. There's a new playlist at the bottom of our main channel page that has all the videos that have my cheesy homemade intro songs, including Nick's favorite, which was on Warheads of Consequence on the Warhead smoothie video. Mm-hmm. We had a lot of fun with those, and we've spoofed the Beastie Boys. We've had a Bob Dylan tribute. We did a Prince tribute. Fisherman shanties and Viking metal. This did turn out better than I thought it would. Mm-hmm. It was a lot worse, though, to fry them than I thought it would be. 3 hours of just... We have such a mess. There's oil everywhere, all over the kitchen. Mm-hmm. Sticky, melted Warheads everywhere, burn on. We were going to use that fryer for Thanksgiving. I'd never have done that before, but deep fry a turkey. And, it's...
That fryer can fit up to a 17-pound turkey.
We're going to have to use about 100 SOS pads to clean. Yeah, what is 17-pound turkey? And it can do it. It can do it in like an hour on a rotisserie. So it'd be very interesting to see how that works. So overall thoughts? Deep fried Warheads?
They were a lot better than I thought they would be. They were definitely not as sour as I thought they would be.
Sideways thumb?
Yeah, or like diagonal, almost up, but
diagonal thumb.
I'm like like up here, like 1 degree away from thumbs up. So like
Mine would be, if you like Sourhead sweets, be more of a closer to a thumbs up. Yeah, if you like donuts and Warheads,
thumbs up.
This is for you. All right, so that was the deep fried Warheads. Thanks so much for all the support. As always, we really appreciate it. And a lot of fun things coming up in the next 6 to 12 months. It's going to be a lot of fun, especially October. I think I've said that before. But thanks again. And see you guys
later.